So let's start rolling some diceinanger. This is Curse of Strahd. I've forgotten what the session is. Every time.
47, I think.
47.
47.
We've currently been playing this for about 2.5 years.
More.
I think it's more.
More than
Yeah,
2.5
Max
years.
was very young, wasn't he? And Max is 4 now.
As I say, we started playing before Lewis's wedding
Yeah.
because I was off with my broken foot calling for more games.
Yeah.
And that was 3 years ago.
There you go. Over 3 years we've been playing this campaign.
And we haven't even done 50 sessions. I blame Lars. I hope you're listening, Lars. It's your fault.
To wrap this shit up, innit?
Yeah. Well, I really want to put my foot down. Speaking of which, I'm Dave, the Dungeon Master. To my, what order are we? I think top right is Lewis, who is playing Barwolf. Will. Beneath him is Sam, who's playing Brungrik. Power. Bottom left is Jake, who's playing Damian. Also power. And top left is Andy, who's playing Valkyn.
I thought you did that then, Jake.
And other Andy Miller can't make it tonight. Well, he could have made it tonight, but he was having technological problems, and also I said his character is suspiciously absent and has been on from the last session. But let's do the recap then, and then we'll get, because we're straight into the fight. Last session, you were 4 days away from the wedding of Irina Kolyana and Strahd von Zarovich. You'd gathered the forces that you could. You had 28 militiamen, some elves, some dusk elves, some members of a cat's face. That's just weird.
It looks like our overlord has arrived.
It does.
I thought it was
Some from Vogler. Not Vogler, that's Dragonlance. Some from Valaki. You've also got Mordenkainen, or the Barovia 3, Mordenkainen, Esmeralda, and Rictavio / Van Richten with you. You decided you've got enough time to get to the village of Barovia, the first settlement you came to in Barovia, to try and enlist Ismark. As you'd arrived, and it was spooky as hell, your visibility's down to 20 feet. It's raining, lashing down. There's thunder, lightning, mist, and you were, as you found Ismark in the centre of the street, he just drained another denizen of the village of Barovia and dropped her corpse to the floor as you were set on by vampire spawn. You're currently 1 day away from the wedding of Irina and Strahd. Are we happy with that so far? Yeah. Let's give you the map then. What I've attempted to do with my abilities, limited such as they are, is to limit your visibility to 20 feet. For some reason, I've struggled to do it with Barwolf. It's almost as if it knows you've got supernatural sensing abilities, and it's giving you double the amount of perception than everyone else. Good. Okay, so Brungrik, you're in the middle. Valkyn, if you can see on the stream, you're down there. You're currently stealthed. Barwolf, you're on the roof here. So you've seen this vampire spawn. This vampire spawn that's next to you is attached to the wall, and he's going to... And you can tell he's climbing towards you. Damian, you're just here, and you'll see Ismark the Lesser, the now vampire spawn, is just there. Okay. Do we need anything else in terms of questions, recaps, cat faces?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, shall we actually roll some dice in anger then?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Damian's first to act. What do you want to do?
So having seen Ismark turn into a vampire, he's going to realise that this is exactly what Irina would not want for him. So he's going to make a quick spring step. How far forward is Ismark?
15 feet away from you.
So I'm going to move in on Ismark, and I'm going to draw the Sun Sword out.
Nice.
And then let's make some attacks. That's a 29 to hit.
29 is going to hit.
I'm going to sting him with one of my superiority dice on top of this as well.
Mm-hmm.
It does an extra d8 because he's undead as well, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
So that's 13 plus an extra 2d8 for another 10. So 23 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage it is. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put Guiding Bolt on the ones that have taken radiant damage. I'll just... another recap. Sorry, Jake, I know I'm talking over you here. It's worth mentioning, because you're experienced vampire hunters by now, you would be aware that if vampires or vampire spawn take radiant damage or damage from holy water or running water, their regeneration doesn't work. Sorry, Jake, go ahead.
So, okay, I'm going to try and sting him again with another attack with the Sun Sword.
20.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 17 points of damage plus another d8. That's an additional 5, so that's 23 points of damage.
That's tidy, that, Mr. Harper.
22.
Sorry, yeah, my bad maths.
Yep, no worries.
I'm just going to check that I haven't action surged yet, because we're in the middle of a vampire spawn situation. I feel like it's probably worth an action surge. I haven't got him. It's not my... Yeah, I can action surge. Let's do this.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With... that was shit. With 15 points of radiant damage.
Gotcha, yeah.
And then last one is... it's an 18 to hit.
It's...
Oh, that was rubbish. 9 plus 8, so that's that's 18 points of radiant damage for that last attack.
Gotcha. So you're slicing Ismark apart with the holy radiance coming from the Sun Sword, and you're getting a sense of pure pleasure coming from the sentient element of this sword as it's slicing through Ismark. Ismark is hissing in rage at you as you can see these welts appear. I'd like to think radiant damage as these welts appear on his skin that he can't heal, and he's just going to say, she will be the master's. There's nothing you can do.
I think Damian would just almost stand back a little bit, I guess Kenobi style with the Sun Sword, and he'd be like, I shall release you from this prison.
This is not a prison, this is amazing. Yeah.
Oh man. Bonus action, punch him in the face.
Any bonus action, actually, before we move on?
I mean, technically, I think I could bonus action unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
78 points of damage isn't enough.
No, it's not.
Just put it out there, mate.
No, I'll leave it as is.
Okay.
I am surrounded by vampire spawn, which should be fun. Because the sun sword emits light, though, doesn't it? It does
Yeah.
like a.
It does, and you've still got the light from the beacon of Argynvost, which occasionally slices through this mist. But I'm still going to give you visibility of 20 feet. The mist is so thick and shifting, and the rain is just constantly lashing down. It's obscuring everything. However, he is in the sunlight of the sun sword. So Valkyn, your turn. You're currently stealthed. Actually, Lewis, you were stealthed as well, weren't you? I was saying this vampire spawn's coming towards you, but I think you're stealthed as well. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you're currently stealthed.
Okie dokie. So is the vampire spawn still crawling up the side towards Barwolf?
No, not anymore. If you can see on the stream, there's going to be a bit of a lapse, but you're here, just around the corner from you. You've already seen a vampire spawn there.
Yep.
To the north of you, Barwolf's on the rooftop with his bow out, I'm assuming. And that vampire spawn looks as if you're going to charge towards Brungrik. You can sense, you've not actively used your divine sense for a while, but what I'll tell you is you know there's more about you. There's undead all around you.
Okie doke. So I will strike from stealth. I was about to click on my character and try and move him then. Can't do it. I'm going to attack the vampire spawn directly around the corner from me, from stealth.
Sure.
With a magical dagger.
Yep, so you're attacking with advantage from a stealth position.
I'm just checking if I've got Mind Smite.
You should have everything.
So we're fully rested, aren't we?
You're fully rested. And here's something else in the 2024 Assassin rule. I think I mentioned this to you, Andy. You know how it had to be a surprise round for your assassin feature to kick off? That's no longer true. All you have to do is be above initiative order of the person that you're striking. So you can, you can basically go mad with this lad. It will auto crit.
Yeah.
See if you can beat
So
Jake.
yeah, I'll divine smite, and I'll roll to hit.
Yeah, roll to hit first. You're rolling with advantage. Not that you need it.
20.
It's a natural 20 anyway. So your divine smite is now a bonus action, so you can only do it once on your whole round. So are you going to use your bonus action to divine smite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
So because it's undead, that is 3d8 doubled because you've crit. So let's walk through this then. Your dagger damage. You're next to your dagger. It'll say plus something damage.
+7.
+7. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a whole bunch of dice and add 7 to this roll. So it's going to be 2d4.
Yeah.
6d8.
68. Yeah, got.
Can we add anything else to this? And there was another way of doing it. You haven't got Hunter's Mark on, have you? No, you haven't.
I've
What
got sneak
about,
attack as well.
Sneak attack, yeah.
Yeah. So sneak attack. How many d6 is that?
4d6.
So that's 8d6.
+7, isn't it? So yeah.
+7.
That. I die. 58. That's 65 points of charge.
Oh.
Quite as good as Jake.
Not
To be fair,
quite.
though,
Yeah, but
Johnson,
Jake
that was
did
one
that much
attack.
damage in 4 attacks. You did that in 1.
And you've done him radiant damage because it's a divine smite.
Oh,
So let's put that on him as well. Okay, so that's your action and bonus action. Anything else from you?
Yeah, I suppose Ismark seeing me at this point. I'm out of stealth, aren't I? So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just move slightly. I'm trying to drag my character again. I move around the wall where I was before, please.
Okay, just back one step so you're not provoking opportunity attack.
Is he not dead?
No.
Fuck.
Hanging on by
Yeah,
a
one
thread.
step then.
One step. Okay. That takes us to Vampire Spawn B, who is the one that's next to Barwolf, who's going to charge forwards at Brungrik.
Perfect.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to miss anyway. What's your AC? 19. So first attack with the claw. It's a natural 20.
Oh no! It's just because he said he's going to miss.
Hang on,
That's
wait. Oh, I think I'm meant to have said this beforehand, aren't I?
No, you
One
ward.
flare.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Warding flare.
Go on, read it. Has it changed?
When you are attacked by a creature that can be blinded within 30 feet that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You can use this feature 6 times for a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine. Read it again, Sam.
When you are attacked by a creature that can be blinded within 30 feet that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so you've used your reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to me suggests disadvantage means it should be before.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah, we'll apply it this time because we're a bit rusty anyway, aren't we? So I'll roll to hit again. It's 20 though.
Okay.
Dirty 20. He's going to use that opportunity to grapple, which is one of his features. So you're automatically grappled. So let me put that on you so I remember. The grappled condition, it's not changed a great deal. It basically means now your movement is 0.
Mm-hmm.
I did have this up a second ago. Grappling. So your speed is 0 and you can't increase it. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the person grappling you. And you can be dragged. If you want to escape the grapple, you have to use an action. I mean, you can still attack, but you have to use an action to beat its DC.
Okay.
Okay, happy with that?
It?
It's changed. You can now choose either strength or dexterity, athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no save. There's no save for grapple. It's automatic.
For this creature, it is.
Okay.
If you were to instigate a grapple yourselves, what it'd count as an unarmed strike, but then it'd be a competition.
Okay.
But the feature means that as he grabs hold of Brungrik, what we'll say is he sort of feints to the left, jumps to the right, slithers round you, grabs hold, and manages to get his teeth bared next to your neck as he tries to bite.
So I didn't take any damage from the first attack?
No, he chose not to do any damage, which is why I was umming and ahhing. Because with that natural 20, he was potentially going to do you damage instead of grappling you. But because the old grapple used to say...
I mean, I've applied grapple to my character sheet, so any changes that should happen in front of me.
Because I thought I had advantage to hit you now. Yeah, apparently when you're grappling. Yeah, so I don't have advantage to bite you. One willing creature or a creature that is grappled by the vampire. Yeah, so he tries to bite, but you just managed to flinch out the way, and he rolls 15 to bite you, so he's missed. Right, let's try and speed this up a bit then. So we've got vampire spawn D, and that is there. So from the mists, another vampire spawn appears, and he is going to use his he's going to use his action to dash towards Damian. That takes us to Brungrik's turn.
This doesn't stop me from doing anything apart from moving, correct?
Correct. It may impose disadvantage, but
That's fine. So Brungrik's going to reach up to his neck, nudge his charm of Pelor out of the way, and grab hold of the amulet of Ravenkind and cast Hold Vampire.
yeah.
All vampire and vampire spawn within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw, please, Dave.
Okay, let me.
For some reason, the DC is only 15, so it's not exactly high.
1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to have to take that off. Okay, so 30 feet.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got. Yeah, Ismark's within 30. One isn't.
All of the ones I can see are within 30.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna, and it's wisdom. 30.
Wisdom, yeah.
1, 2. Okay, bear with me. One fails. 2 passes. Natural 20. Okay, right. So 1. The vampire spawn near you fails. Is it incapacitated?
Mobilized. Paralyzed, sorry.
Paralyzed. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No. Oh, I beg your pardon. No, he passed. I do beg your pardon, Sam. Right, what's going to happen is here, a vampire spawn in the shadows all of a sudden just becomes paralyzed and drops to the floor. And Ismark drops to the floor, paralyzed from the effects of your holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Take that.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so 2 affected. Anything else?
That's
As a
why he's the
Bonus action, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon. There, please, Dave.
1 second.
Oh, hang on. Bear with me. Yeah, it's only verbal and somatic.
Right. Spiritual axe. Visible. Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Nice.
And then I'm going to have it twat the one that's already weakened. That's
Yes,
all
you
right.
do. Sure.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got really
Well-
excited because I thought it was a 20 on these dice, but the one's very, very well drew on these dice as well.
Yeah. Okay. However, it is. Is that your turn? Because you haven't got
Yes,
any
yeah.
movement. Yes, it is. Yeah. So vampire spawn G. This fella here. As you're all striking against it, doing what you can to do as much damage as possible. The glow from the sun sword, and you feel the sword in Damian's hands. It's just jubilant as the rays from it kill it outright, even before it's had a turn, because it's within the glow of the sunlight.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's these things really don't like sunlight. Let me just double check that sunlight sensitivity. The vampire. I'll read it to you. You like I say, you're experienced vampire hunters now. The vampire takes 20 radiant damage when it starts its turn in sunlight. While in sunlight, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Wow.
Big moves from the boys there.
Yeah. Let's remove that token. That takes us to the vampire spawn that's held. Can it make another saving throw at the end of its turn, Sam?
I believe it can at the end of its turn, Dave. Yeah. Pretty sure I read that bit. On a failed save type paralyzed for 1 minute, it can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the effect on itself.
Okay, so it jumps to its feet. You can see it's groggy as it shakes off the effects. It has passed its second save. That takes us to the vampire spawn over in the corner, who's going to charge towards Damian. Yeah, you can see the sunlight is drawing them in. And it's going to charge and flank Damian. So it's disadvantaged because of the sunlight, but it's negated because it's flanking.
Would it be on the? What's? Oh, Ismark's already on the floor, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Yeah. You're pretty confident that as that other one's just died from the being in the glow of the sun sword, that Ismark's not long for the world. So vampire spawn against Damian. 22 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Yeah. So similarly, you're going to be grappled. I've got you concentrating on something, Jake.
Could it be protection from good and evil?
It quite possibly could.
Because I've
Now,
got
that's
it
an
active on
interesting
active on my sheet at the moment, which gives me. If I just read it at the moment, because it's a buff. So the protection with several benefits. Those types of creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them if the target is already charmed. So I just get advantage on the next saving throw.
Yeah. Yep. But it doesn't stop you from being grappled.
No.
So he grabs hold of you, and then he's going to try and sink his teeth into you. 16.
That's going to miss.
18. Wah! Right, okay. That takes us to Vampire Spawn C, which is... Where are you? I have a feeling you're... Where are you? Oh, there you are. So this one is going to use its action to dash at Damian. The sunlight's drawing them all in. So we have from out of the shadows, stood next to Valkyn, is a vampire spawn. This one's going to attack Valkyn. Natural one for its claw. Yeah, it's going to try and claw you again. It's going to try and hold on to you. Okay, 23 to hit Valkyn. It's not going to do any damage. It's going to grapple you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is kind of interesting for Barwolf. So all 3 of your companions are currently grappled by vampire spawn, looking to sink their teeth in.
Oh, I'm gonna make a name for myself.
So here's what I'm going to impose. You can, with your supernatural senses, you can sense a lot of what's happening. But lightning, rain, mist, and it's it's a typical Barovian day. So you've only got 2 targets that are clear to you.
Mm-hmm.
The rest I'm going to give significant.
What about my smell? Can I smell them?
Yeah, well, this is why I'm not going to say you can't. What I will say is 1 here, 1 here. So these 2, that one,
Yeah.
and that one. Oh, go on. And this one you can sense, but they would be at disadvantage. Ismark and that vampire spawn, you can't. You know you're not going to be able to get a fix on them.
No worries. Okay. So I'm gonna have a go with Vampire Spawn B first, I think.
Gotcha.
I'm going to bonus action. What's the name of it now? I've got the name of the spell now. Where is it? Right to the Flame.
Okay.
So obviously I'm going to imbue fire damage. So where's my 1d6? Where's my dice gone to take damage? Right, here we go. So I take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a shot with a magical arrow at Vampire Spawn B
Mm-hmm.
with my longbow.
Please don't miss.
21.
21 hits.
That's right.
Ooh.
So 8 plus 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another shot at him. $18.
18 hits.
10 plus 1. Oh, that's annoying. 11.
Okay.
Can I action surge?
Of course.
I'm gonna action surge and then yeah, I'm gonna keep going at the same guy, I think, purely just for efficiency. I'm gonna switch out this arrow for my last Bloodseeker arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I have advantage on this guy, and I'm gonna take my sharpshooter penalty. So 5 off the hit. But I roll this one with advantage. So 21.
21 hits.
So that's 21 plus 4. So that's 25.
Nice.
I'm going to add an arcane shot to this one with a grasping arrow. So I know they don't do much against poison damage, but it's 2d6 poison damage. But their speed is reduced by 10 feet, takes 2d6 slashing damage when it moves 1 foot or more. So it's basically covered in brambles now. So if it moves, it's going to get shredded.
Okay. Your damage, is it magical?
I've got a magical longbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's longbow +1, isn't it? Yes, I see now. Okay.
I haven't rolled my d6 yet for the poison.
Yep.
So there's 7 for that.
Tidy.
And then because I'm not going to actually no, sod it. I'm going to take my sharpshooter disadvantage again
Yeah.
5 off. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah. Does that hit?
It does.
Oh, awesome. So 19 plus. Oh, 1. So 20.
That's quite an opening salvo from all of you. That's two paralysed and incapacitated vampire spawn from Sam, and the rest of you have just almost killed one vampire spawn outright. You remember when you started?
Hmm.
Christ. Right, anything else from Barwolf? I mean, you've exposed yourself now, you've exposed your position. Did you want to do anything
Yeah,
else?
that's fine. No, I think I've done. I mean, to be fair, I could do a bit of movement if I wanted to.
Yeah, do you want it?
What's the roof? What's the terrain like on the roof? Could I move up the roof a little bit more, or is it
Yeah.
like that? Or
No, you can. What you can see, you could move into. So you could move here.
yeah,
It would
that was my
take
thought
most of your.
process.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so we've got wherever you are. Where are you? You're there. So another one from Out of the Shadows is going to be able to get to Damian. I don't think he can get into a flanking position. No, he can't. If I remember rightly, in fact, I do remember rightly because I was rewatching it today. Damian wanted to make himself a bit of a target anyway, so that seems to be working, Jake. So this is going to be an attack at disadvantage because of your sunlight.
Yeah.
So disadvantage roll is 16.
That's
Miss.
gonna miss.
Goes for a claw again. 16. Miss.
Gonna miss, yeah.
Yeah, so Ismark is going to expire. As his skin starts to boil, this undead skin. And what would he say to you? He would say, I mean, he's been turned. He's properly dark side now, and he will say, the master will have his revenge. The master will see the bitch is.
I think Damian, just because he's been gang attacked by several vampire spawn now, and they're all ones jumping on him, he'd just go and rest with your father, as he's just trying to like fight this one off on his back.
Nice. So speaking of Damian, it is your turn again.
No, it's gonna need to pull out some moves here. So the one that's grappling me at the moment, or the one that's grabbing onto me, I'm gonna try and carve him up a bit.
Okay, so that's interesting. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was that one.
Yeah, because he had advantage, didn't he? All the others sort of double move to get in range.
Yeah, we'll say so. Okay.
So that's a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
I'm going to chuck a superiority dice on this one as well. So that's 16 plus an additional D8, additional 2d8 for another 6 points of damage. So 22 points of damage against him.
Okay.
And let's hit him again for a 30.
Yeah.
For 15 plus. So that's another 5. So that's 20 points of radiant damage against him.
Yeah.
I take it because I'm grappled, I can't disengage.
No, you can't move
because I'd have. Okay, so as because I'm kind of stuck where I am at the moment, I can't do diddly squat. So they have changed some of the ruling on flurry of blows now.
Okay.
So I can expend one because I can't move, so I can't do my Step of the Wind. But what I can do, he says, after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm I'm just going to be trying to do everything I can to kind of get this one off me. That's grappling me. So first attack is only a 13.
No, misses.
Second one's a 27
Yeah.
for 7 points of damage.
Okay, there's nothing magical about that, though, if I'm correct.
No, it's just me giving him a good old fisting. And I think he's just literally, Damian's like almost like stabbed back twice with the sun sword, and then he's just turned around and he's like smacked him in the face, like just trying to get him off him.
Yeah, nice. So I think that's turn for you, if I'm correct.
It is.
Yeah, so Valkyn, you've got one behind you that's grappling you at the minute.
It's behind you.
So I need to roll a dexterity saving throw, don't I?
Well, what if you're choosing to try and escape the grapple? That's an action.
Heck, no, but I'm gonna have to, aren't I? So yeah. Yeah. Roll me dex.
Okay. Oh well, you rolled a natural one. It would be your acrobatics, acrobatics or athletics, not a saving throw. But you rolled a natural one, mate. So that's your action, and you've not managed to escape.
That's all I can do, isn't it?
Well, you got bonus actions.
But I can't. Yeah.
You're kind of stumped there, I think.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah. Okay, that takes us to Vampire Spawn B, which is the one on Brungrik. What's the radius of your sunsword, Jake? Is it 30 bright light?
Let me have a little look. Infantry, the sun sword. I don't think it actually specifically states. I don't think. It just says. Sun Sword is a unique blade possessed by Strahd's former brother, Sergei von Zarevich. It's in its original form, it had a platinum hilt and a guard and a thin crystal blade as long as steel. And then it just says, I just know it emits sunlight, but it doesn't say exactly how far.
I think because it has the properties of a sun sword, doesn't it? I think that's the bit that says it. Let's have a look. Sun sword, all one word.
Yeah.
Sun sword, Curse of Strahd. Yeah, so it has the properties of a sun blade. The sun blade says emits
15-foot radius.
15-foot radius, and dim light, 15 foot. Okay, right. So the vampire spawn. Oh, hold on, I've pressed the wrong button. There we go. The vampire spawn in front of Brungrik starts to regenerate some of its hit points. As it starts to heal slowly, and it's now. Oh no, that's damage. It's now. Dead. Yeah, he's just killed himself. He's now going to attempt to bite you.
I'll use my thingy ability.
Sure.
Flare.
Yeah. Okay. So second, rolled a 22 to hit and then an 8 to hit. So disadvantage misses. So that makes 2 attacks, only one of which can be a bite, but he does have a claw left. Which he unfortunately he misses. So that takes us to Vampire Spawn D, which is the one that is in the radius of the Sun Sword. So it's going to take damage from the Sun Sword. However, it's going to use his attack to grapple Damian. Natural 20.
Have to keep renewing the grapple?
No, it's constant.
Does it? Oh, so how come he's having to re-roll it if he's already grappled me?
That was to hit with the bite.
Right. So I
Yeah.
wasn't grappled.
You're
he's now-
grappled.
Yeah.
But you only need one hand to grapple, and now he's
Right.
trying to bite into you. That's where he's rolled the natural 20.
Well, you can speak for some others, Dave, but definitely not me. You need two hands to grapple.
Well, according
Is that with
to the
disadvantage?
Didn't.
according to the player's handbook, no, it wasn't. It wasn't with disadvantage. See, this is why with the old grapple, you would have advantage to hit. Yeah, so I need to roll the disadvantage attack, Jake. So it might not be a natural 20. Oh, for God's sake. No, it's an 11. So that misses.
That'll do.
Yeah. So we'll have the claw attack with disadvantage with his. That's 16. That misses.
It's gonna miss.
You boys. So that takes us to Brungrik's turn. You are grappled still.
Oh, so Brungrik's going to shift what he's grabbing. He's going to grab hold of his amulet of Pelor, and he's going to pray to Pelor and say, Pelor, give me your guiding light. Help me now in my darkest hour, as he channels divinity and blasts out a radiance of dawn, which I think hits everything. Because it's a 30-foot range.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Yes. Everything.
Everything needs to roll a Constitution saving throw with DC 18.
DC 18. Okay, so right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. 1 fails. Can you remember these for me, Sam?
This
The 1
hand's failed.
fails. Okay. 1 fails. 2 pass. 3 fail. 4 fail. 5 fail. 6 pass.
Oh no, how do I mark 6?
7 pass.
Okay.
Oh no, there is just 7. There's 7.
So 1, 3, 4, and 5 fail.
5 fail. So 2, 6, and 7 pass.
So the passes take half damage.
Okay, go for it.
So it's 2d10 plus 8.
Plus 8.
Yeah, radiant damage. So 16. So 16 to the fails, 8 to the passes. It's all radiant damage.
16. 8 to the fails.
8 to the fails, 16. Sorry.
No,
16
8 to the pass.
fails, 8 to the passes, all radiant damage.
Right. Okay. 16. 1, 2 passed, so he takes 8. 3 is a fail. 16, yeah. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 is a fail, so he's going to take 16. 5 is a fail. 16, so 6 and 7 both take 8. Tell you. Anything else?
Oh yeah, my bonus action. I'm going to move my spiritual axe round the back of the one that Jake's been wailing on and take an attack.
Go for it. Come on, spiritual axe, you can do it.
Do I get advantage for his flanking? If it's a no, it's a no, Dave. I just wanted to ask before I rolled the dice.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. And also, I mean, Damian is making a yeah.
So that's a natural 20
Yeah,
Yeah,
tidy.
boy.
for 10 points of force damage.
Nice. How does that one die?
I imagine because obviously it was to the side, it just sort of side swiped across one big swerve and just cuts it in two, whilst this sunlight's burning its skin that's emanating from Brungrik. So sort of a combo sort of move.
Nice. Is that done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, that also means that Damian is no longer grappled.
Yay.
So Vampire Spawn A is on the top. So Barwolf, what you're going to see is the Vampire Spawn. They have spider climb abilities. It just climbs straight up the building, the side of the building, running hand over feet, and he leaps straight towards you.
Yep.
With the first claw, which is going to be 11, which misses. Yeah. Second 18
Misses.
also misses. You boys. So F. Which one are you? It is going to take 20 damage from the Sun Sword. And then it's going to try and attack Damian with disadvantage. Rolls a 2 and a 3. Same again. Second attack. Rolls a 2 and a 13. That misses. By Spawn C is going to take 20 damage just because it does. Vampire Hunters, boys. That with disadvantage rolls a 19 to grapple Damian.
So Damian's going to use his defensive duelist, which means he can use his reaction to up his AC by 4, so it takes it to 22, so he misses.
Of course you do. So second. Takes it to what?
22.
22. Rolls 22 for his second attack.
This one's going to hit though because it's my reaction. So it's my reaction as a defensive duelist. So I'd
Gotcha.
still
So
take this next hit.
Right, so it's not like a shield spell where it lasts till the end of the round.
It doesn't last.
Okay. So this one is not going to do you any damage. It's going to attempt to grapple you. Well, it does grapple you instead of choosing to do the damage. But I'm going to put the grappled F, wasn't it? Which one is it? It's the one. Oh no! Wait a minute. Wait. I think that one had its go, isn't it? Yeah. So it's C. That one is. I'll put the grappled thing on him to remember which one it is this time. Which takes us to H, which is the one next to Johnson, who has grappled you. So it is going to attempt to bite Johnson. 19.
Hits.
Well, I'm actually going to get to roll some damage dice. Shit the bed. So you only take 4 points of piercing damage from the bite. However, it's going to draw 12 points of necrotic damage from you. So total of 16, and it gains 12 hit points.
Look a star and calm your tits.
And it rejuvenates because at the start of its turn, because it's not in sunlight. So that one is now back on full. Which takes us to... Go on.
Did it not take damage from Radiance of the Dawn?
Is that...
Yep.
Well done, Jake. It doesn't regenerate the 10 hit points at the start of its turn. Right, Barwolf's turn. Fucking vampire hunters.
Okay.
Yeah, because basically nothing can regenerate until my turn, can it really?
How far away is this dude? How far? I suppose if I move now, I'm going to take advantage onto what's it? Attack of opportunity.
Potentially, if you move out of its range, you will. But you can move around it.
Well, I'm just thinking I'm going to have another go at Vampire B again, to be honest, because will it oppose disadvantage on my shot because the creature's next to me?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
It's crossbow expert that puts
Negates
the 5 feet, doesn't it? Where you can shoot at close range.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about it, Lou.
No.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I've got it in hand.
All right. Well, what I'll do now then, Dave, is I will have a swing at this guy with my silver katana then, right in front of me.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh shit. 11. That's gonna miss.
Yeah, 11 misses, dude.
Have another go. 17.
17 hits.
Cool. 11 points.
Okay. It is immune to. It's resistant to anything other than magical. So silver doesn't have a specific effect on it, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now then, Dave.
Okay. Yeah, it's a tricky position now, isn't it? He is. Which one's that one? That one's going to take 20 damage before it does anything from the Sun Sword. It's going to. See, it's just not making sense to me. This. No, hold up, because he can move. He can now move into. What I'm going to suggest is he's moving into a flanking position. He's stepping round, so that will negate the disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
makes sense. If he's flanking plus grappled plus.
It's pack tactics, isn't it?
It is, but because the other thing I'm struggling with, and I might homebrew this, and because the only one that's grappling you can bite you. But why would you have two of them grappling you?
Pyramid.
I mean, from my perspective, it would make sense that if one's subduing me enough to bite me, then the other one's potentially going to have a go at biting me at the same time. So I'd be.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, because he's had a claw and he's rolled 16, so that's missed. But he is going to be able. Strictly speaking, the bite says that if it's grappled by the vampire, but it's grappled by a vampire, so I'm going to change the to an A and let him attempt to bite you. Still going to miss. Fucking hell. Rolls a 14. Right, which one was that? That's one. E. So that takes us to Damian's turn.
So the one directly is it the one that's directly in front of me that's grappling me at the minute?
This fella's grappling you.
Okay. I'm gonna take my shots against the one that's grappling me then again, because it makes the most sense to try and almost free myself up. That's how Damian's trying to see this. He wants to get himself relieved. So that is not very good. It's 14 to hit.
That misses.
Oh Jesus! Second one is I'm going to add a superiority dice to this one. For only a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So,
excuse me.
That I've rolled really bad on this round. So that's a 9. That's 10 points of damage plus another 6. So that's 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Bonus action. flurry of blows. So first punch against it is a 15,
Hits.
9 points of bludgeoning damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next one's 23
Yeah.
for another 9 points of damage.
Okay. Both of those resisted, so 4 and 4.
Okay, so I'm right. I'm thinking resistance just half damage, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's everything from me. Thank you at the moment.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
Bonus action. What can I do while I've grappled?
You can't move. Your speed is 0.
Speed is 0.
Yeah, so you can attack it.
Yeah.
But you're not going to do a great deal of damage because you're not getting your sneak attack damage.
Sure. Well, as a bonus action, I shall pull out a fuzzy ball from my grey bag of tricks.
Yeah.
I need to roll d8. See what I get. Oh, fuck. That's a giant rat, is it? That is, yeah, it's a giant rat.
It's a giant rat. Tidy.
And then my action will be to roll a try and escape grapple athletics check.
Athletics, yeah. Athletics or acrobatics, whichever's.
Athletics is better for me by 1 point.
Oh, okay.
It's a 15.
Wait. Yeah, that's enough. You are no longer grappled.
Lovely.
What does the giant rat do then?
Likes people? I don't know.
Well, what I'll do, in fairness, if it's friendly to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's now within 5 feet of your assailant, so that for your next turn would allow you to sneak attack.
PC?
Potentially.
Very small rat. That's a very small rat there, Dave. We feel it's a giant rat. Make it a bit bigger.
Look, it's not about the size of the rat in the fight.
Giant. I mean, you think about giant rat isn't what you'd think. If you think a rat's normally about that big, this rat's like this big, which is what it looks like.
Fair enough.
I'm going to zoom right in so you can see it. Look how big that fucking rat is.
You dirty rat.
Is it not like the size of a horse?
Yeah, that's what I thought, Jake.
No, it's the
Valkyn's had visions of riding into battle on his giant rat.
Let
Don't
me see
deny
what
him this
size it is.
opportunity.
I just
Where
can't
is
believe
it?
you got your rat out on YouTube, Johnson.
No. Doesn't take much, Lou, to be fair.
You should at least offer to buy dinner first.
Vampire Spawn B is the one on Brungrik.
Mm.
Okay, so it's going to try and bite you. Okay. Thank you, Sam. So disadvantage.
Yep.
14 and a 9. That makes 15 to hit you. Yeah. Okay, so it will claw you or attempt to claw you for 14. Oh, for fuck's sake. Your turn there, Sam.
I'm getting a little bit pissed off with him, so I'm going to swing my new greatsword at him. for a 15 to hit.
Is exactly what you need to hit.
Perfect. So I'm going to do this. Oh, hang on. And then I get my and then I get my D8 for blessed strikes,
Yeah.
which makes it radiant damage, and it's a magical sword anyway. So 13 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Which
Sorry,
is
terrible quick.
Exactly what he was on. How does it die?
Obviously Brungrik, I think, she's got a little bit fed up with everything going on, so he's got it held down. He just does a massive uppercut with this new shiny greatsword that he's acquired, and cuts him in two from waist to shoulder.
Nice.
He's then going to command the spiritual axe to nip round to the weaker side and attack this vampire spawn here.
Okay, go for it. You can have flank.
Thank you. $15 to hit.
Is exactly what you need to hit.
Ooh, max damage. 14 points of force damage.
Nice.
It's force.
It is force, yeah.
Yeah.
Spiritual.
It's not radiant, is it?
It's not, mate, no. He's bathed in radiant damage at the minute, mate.
Yeah.
So,
and then I'm
He's
going
having a
to
little radiant damage Bukaki.
skedaddle and flank with Valkyn.
tidy. Seems fair. So that's Vampire Spawn A is the one on Barwolf. So
Sorry, Jake.
it will be an attempt to claw Barwolf. Yes, 24.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Actually, can I use a reaction, please? Of Blood Curse of the Eyeless. I'm going to amplify it as well. So I'm going to take a 1d6. That's 2 damage.
Dave, you just said like, yeah, okay.
And now that's 5 off your hit, mate. So what did you roll?
24, so 19.
Oh, balls. Yeah, that is.
Ah,
But that means
right.
he's got. I take 1d6 off each of your attacks now.
Wow. What? Because you've empowered it, it sticks.
It's amplified it. Yeah. So until the end of your turn, I have to roll separately for each thing. But that's damage off your hits.
Gotcha. So you're going to be grappled, so you don't take any damage. But he is going to try and bite you. Get ready to roll your d6, or not, because he only rolls a 9.
I'm going to roll it anyway.
Yeah, dice in anger. I've got a dice. I'm going to fucking roll it. Right, Vampire F.
You can't stop me.
He's going to take 20 damage because he's stood somewhere within the vicinity of Valkyn. He is. What I'm going to do, he's strictly speaking not flanking, but what he's going to do is going to step into this space and back again. So I'm going to give him the flanking, but instead of giving him disadvantage, so it's just a normal attack to try and bite Damian.
So he's just being a colossal flanker.
18.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Get away. So claw attack is 20.
That's going to hit.
Yeah. That's the worst damage I can roll. That's 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
From that vampire. Vampire Spawn C is the one that's grappling you. Is going to take 20 points of damage because he's stood in the sunlight. He's going to try and bite you. 20. You've used your reaction.
Yeah, so it's going to go through.
Okay, so that's 8 points of piercing from the actual puncture wound and 3 points of necrotic damage, which he regenerates.
That's an additional. That's additional 3, isn't it?
Yeah, so you take 9, 10, 11 in total.
Yeah. In terms of with their regeneration, even if they're drinking the blood, do they still get to do that with the radiant?
Yeah, this is
nasty attack. That is.
It is. If you weren't bathed in sunlight, and I'm going to look directly towards Sam while I'm saying this, it's fucking horrible, mate. It really, really is. So vampire H.
I made a choice, a tactical choice on purpose.
Yeah. No, I can't fault you, mate. I can't fault you. Vampire spawn H. And, well, the only reason I'm saying is because I know you've got limited charges on that thing, haven't you?
Oh,
is it 5 charges? 10 charges. Oh, right. Okay.
On
the amulet, and it regenerates every day. Yeah. I regenerate a minimum of 5 every day.
Right. Attacks against Valkyn. It's going to try and claw you for 23. So it's not going to do any damage. Oh, that's a point. No one's done any radiant damage to this one, has it?
Not since I did.
So it starts its turn and regenerates. It's now grappled Valkyn. Has it grappled Valkyn? Because it's on full. No, you know what? It's going to do its damage to Valkyn. And it's going to do 7 points of slashing damage to Valkyn. And it's going to take its second attack to claw you, which is 18 to hit. It's another 8 points of damage. He's going to try and claw his way out. Takes us to Barwolf. You're grappled.
How do you break out of the grapple?
You can use an action to beat the DC of this creature. And it's
Could I
athletics.
flavour something
Always.
in a way that might benefit me?
Sure.
I'm thinking about changing into my hybrid form, so my werewolf form.
Yeah.
Would that give me some kind of advantage if I was trying to break through the grapple if I changed into the werewolf? Because I could just picture like a vampire grabbing hold of me, and then all of a sudden I just start growing into a huge fuck off werewolf beast thing whilst grappling it. Can you imagine this map again?
What would your intent be after you've changed?
To beat the shit out of him with my fists.
Okay. Fair enough. So, okay. So what we'll do then, make you change, no problem. Make your attack rolls, and depending on how successful you are, we'll figure out if it drops the grapple.
So I can use my Dex as my modifier for my strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed my bonus actions whilst doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not a bonus action to change, is it?
No. So can I... let me just double check that, actually.
I think with your hybrid form, anyway, you get advantage on certain strength checks anyway, I think.
I do. My bonus action, I was going to do the Crimson Rite on my fists, which I can do as a Blood Hunter. So my fist attack is now magical.
Tidy.
With fire damage. So...
Anyone would have thought we'd spent the last 3 years getting ready to kill vampires.
So 12's obviously going to miss.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
It's all right, but I get another hit because I've got 2 attacks.
Yep.
Natural 20, 28.
Natural 20. Oh, now you're talking, mate.
So 2d6. 12 plus 5, so 17.
17.
Magical flurry.
Gotcha. So, now you didn't take fire damage, so does that effect now end? You didn't enhance it? Yeah.
Oh,
Is
no.
right?
Oh, the eye one that I did, or my Blood Maledict?
You keep the effect if you do damage to yourself, don't you?
Yeah. I'm just looking at this now as well. You can tell how long I've not played this bloody character for.
Yeah.
Whenever I make an unarmed strike, I can make an additional bonus action hit.
Okay. Oh, haven't you used your bonus action for your right?
I did, but then I hit twice. So in theory, I get another bonus action punch.
No, you only get one bonus action.
All right.
Yeah, you can't double up on bonus actions. You know how you can action surge? That's an extra action, but you can't.
Just how it's worded.
Yeah. But bonus action is a specific thing, and you can only ever have one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So do you need to take D6 fire damage to keep this fire damage up?
I take 1d6 anyway, just because I've done the maledict, but it don't.
Okay.
That's it. Once it's done, it's done.
Sound. So because of your natural 20, we'll take the grapple condition off you then. Well, you're kind of locked in combat with this thing anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so in terms of flavour, we'll say that you've burst out of it, but I'm still going to let him try to bite you. Okay? Does that seem reasonable? You rolled a natural 20, so I've got to give you some benefit from it. That's turn for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the vampire spawn E is in the radiance of the sun sword. He takes 20 points of damage. But he's in a flanking position. He's going to try and bite Damian. It's a normal attack because he's flanking. 18.
Let's bang on the AC, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, no. Apologies, Dave. My AC is buffed. My AC should have been buffed like for this whole combat. Because I've made an unarmed strike. I get fucking something for being a monk. Features and traits. Where are you, monster?
I feel like it's Mr. Miyagi in you here, Dave.
It's more like being Jim Bowen. Look at what you could have won.
Where is it?
Have you all got your +1 because of the Argynvost Holt lighthouse?
Yeah.
It's 1 AC, yeah.
Well, it's a ring, isn't it? I think I created a ring that everyone could attack.
Yeah.
So, agile parry. If you make an unarmed strike on your turn and are holding your Kensei weapon, which is the Sun Sword, you gain a +2 to your AC until the start of your next turn. So my AC is technically 20. So I possibly could have avoided all the damage I've taken this turn. Because I used my reaction on that 19, didn't I? When it was my action, my reaction should be 20.
Yeah. Well, the bite misses. Let's go on with the claw, which is going to be an 18.
So it's going to miss.
Yeah, oh, Jesus. It is your turn now, though, but you are grappled.
I'm just going to cut the one up behind me if I can. The one
Just
that's
look at
grappling
it.
me at the minute.
Yeah, go for it. First attack. You might take it down with your first attack, actually.
Oh, I'm going to throw my last superiority dice in on it.
Okay.
Just to hit.
15 is just a hit. You're quite right. You need to roll well with the damage, though.
14.
What do you get? +9. That's enough. It was on 13. How does it die?
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Sun Sword, drop it down, and just stick it straight in the eye. As it just disintegrates into ash around me, and then I take my stance back up, and then I'm going to be like, I'm going to take another slash at the one that's in front of me.
Sure. This one down yonder.
Yeah. So I've got no more superior.
Actually, yeah, Jake, you're pretty confident that you've done enough damage that when that starts its turn, it's going to die from the Sun Sword anyway.
Okay, I'll go in on the one that looks a bit more powerful.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to miss. Jesus, I've rolled like 4 2s in the last round.
You have.
However, what I am going to do is I'm going to use a bonus action to Flurry of Blows.
Okay, go for it.
So this is against the strong one again. Lovely,
Yeah.
that'll do. That's 24 to hit.
Okay, so resistant to all of this damage. Still 5.
11 points of damage.
Yeah, second attack.
Second attack's an 18.
Yeah.
For only 6 points of damage.
+3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I'm just gonna stand there like a sausage.
Any particular type of sausage?
A bratwurst.
Nice. Bizarrely, I was thinking bratwurst. I don't know if I've just transmitted that to you through the internet. Right, Valkyn, you are currently flanking with Brungrik.
Cool. I'm going to slash at the chap in front of me with my magical dagger.
Go for it.
I shall have hopefully my sneak attack. 16.
16. Did you want to your advantage roll, your extra roll, just to see if you can get a natural 20?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 16
Oh.
hits, so. But you can apply your sneak attack damage.
And then 4d6.
I feel like every time I leave now, I have to put some kind of backing in.
24 total, Dave.
24. Oh, the cat's back. 24.
And then
Bonus action.
bonus action. Can I hit him with my
Rhythm
half-hand
stick.
weapon?
Sure.
$18.
18 is going to hit.
Yeah. That's 4 points of damage.
Okay, non-magical reduced to 2.
Chipping away.
Okay. Anything else?
Just thinking.
Can you not command the rat to attack it or something as a bonus action? Or you've just used your bonus action, haven't you?
Well, I thought the rat had its own initiative, didn't it?
It should tell you on the item, mate, I think.
Well, my turn's done anyway, so I'll know for next time.
Does it need its own initiative?
Let me have a look. You can use a bonus action to command. Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Brungrik.
I'm going to thwat him with my massive sword, Dave.
Go for it.
That's what she said.
Oh, with advantage into it?
Yes.
Thank God for that. 27 to hit.
Yeah. 27 hits.
So 10 plus... So that's 12 points radiant damage.
Gotcha. Which 12. Anything else?
Bonus action, going to command the spirit axe to shift to behind, so he's flanking again with Damian.
Yeah.
And rinse and repeat with that. $22.
22 hits.
8 points of force damage.
Pretty much all you need. He was on 26, so 8 will push him over the edge for next time. Speaking of which, vampire spawn that was on you, Lou, he does regenerate because he hasn't taken radiant damage. So he's going to attempt his bite. No, 13 is no good. Yeah, he's going to claw at you. Say 11, that misses. I think everything around Damian's just going to die. So that one's on 12 hit points, dies.
Woo!
H. Which one's H? Oh, that's the one that's still on Valkyn. So he can attempt to strike at Valkyn again. 16, Mrs. Johnson. Natural
I'll do
20.
this thingy.
It was a natural 20. Still 23. Still 23 to hit Valkyn. Yeah. Well, it stops him from being crit. So 10 points of damage, Mr. Johnson.
Sorry, Andy, I tried, mate.
No,
You did.
right.
You did try. Go on then, Luke, your turn. You've got a full turn now, mate. Wolf out.
Wunderbar. Might as well pick the guy in front of me then.
Yeah.
So, punch. That's gonna miss at 11.
Oh, yeah.
26.
26 hits.
So there's me 3 magical damage and 10, so 13.
13, yep.
Yeah, and then I'll just bonus action hit him again.
Go for it. Because you can.
Fuck's sake, that misses again.
Yeah,
that's me.
Okay. How do you kill that which has no life?
With kick.
Impossible. He is on 18 hit points, so he's going to take 20 from the Sun Sword and melt into the Barovian soil. So that takes us to Damian. Everything around you has blistered and turned to ash.
I guess. Who's still got vampire spawn on them? Is it just?
So me
Is that-
me and Andy have got one, and then Lewis has, but he's on the roof. So I didn't know if you wanted to come and help us out, and then we can all turn on the
I'm
roof.
alright up here on my top at the minute. Just having fisticuffs with a vampire spawn.
How tall up is the roof?
It's it's a 2-story building. So what you're looking at, 15 feet.
So I've got 40
Probably
feet
20.
of movement. And then it's like 20 feet up.
Yeah.
Help us
I'm
finish our one
moving
off,
on the-
Jake.
Pardon?
Help us finish our one off. Me and Andy can look to try and do ranged attacks.
Okay. I'm moving on the one that's in the middle between you guys.
Oh, you're still on the rat.
Can I actually can't physically get in near enough to him.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I can see you go there.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think I broke map tools there.
Hold up, because I think the rat. There you
23 to hit.
go. Yeah, 23 hits.
4, 16 plus 8. That's 19 points of radiant damage.
It is. You're right. Go on.
27.
Yeah, 27. I like the way you phrase it as a question. 27.
12 plus
Ruin your day.
16 in total radiant damage.
Yeah, he's not looking very well. Anything else?
No, I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, bless you.
Come on, Mr. Johnson, finish him.
Mortal Kombat, this motherfucker.
Mortal Kombat. Do. Power. 23 to hit. Does that hit?
23 hits. Yeah, thanks, mate. Do you want to roll to see if you can get a natural 20?
Oh yeah. Right, so advantage into it. No,
Yeah, no. So 8 damage plus your sneak attack.
There's my sneak attack.
8 plus
It's 15.
4d6 for your sneak attack, isn't
Bonus action, Ronald will attack the vampire.
it?
Andy, have you not got another couple of d6s to roll?
The 2 in it. Oh no, it's 4. Sorry, my bad. You're right, Sam. Sorry. The 5 on top of that, please, Dave.
Tidy. Nice. Okay, Ronald to hit.
We're rolling for Ronald.
Have you got the stats for Giant Rat? Just roll d20. I'll.
14.
14. He must have a +1 to attack, surely. He's got a +4. Yes. So Ronald hits with an 18. Would you roll 1d4 +2, please?
That's 6.
That's 3 damage. So I will. How? I mean, strictly speaking, you killed it. But if you want Ronald to kill it, how does it die? That's up to you.
Absolutely, I want Ronald to kill it. I think. You remember the rabbit from Monty Python?
With big sticky outy things. Yes, I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah. The Holy Grail. What was it? Monty Python.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah. With the rabbit, it kind of just launches at his neck, and he just starts spurting blood at his jugular.
Nice. Anything else from you?
Let me think. We look at my position. No, I think I'm good where I am. Relatively safe.
Yeah, I concur. Okay, so we've got one vampire spawn left. Can we help Barwolf enough so he can take it down next turn, do we think? Sam, it's Brungrik's turn.
Can it roll a dex saving throw for me, please?
Sure. What dex is its thing? It has got bonuses to dex, but he rolls a natural 1, Sam. 7.
So he takes 2d. It's basically going to take 3d8 radiant damage.
Tidy.
So that's 10. Plus my blessed strikes because it applies to cantrips.
It does.
So that's another 2
you know
to
what I
12
just
points of
realised?
radiant damage.
I've not
And
been adding
then-
my bonuses to my attacks.
Oh, Dave, I can't see my axe. Can we move it 30 feet closer?
Yeah, where did it go?
It's gone off the map. It was about here somewhere.
I've got you. 20 feet. There we go.
Perfect. And I'm just going to sort of. Oh, what have I done now? Just move up ever so slightly. Nothing too special.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I'm still on the rat. Oh no.
Ronald.
Ronald Weasley.
Right. So it is the vampire spawn's turn. He has just taken radiant damage, so it's not going to regenerate any hit points this turn. It is going to try and bite Barwolf. 18 misses.
So I've actually got an AC of 20 while I'm in this form. It's not added it to my thing, just for future reference. In case
Okay,
I forget.
Yeah, no worries. And he claws for 13, so that misses. Come on, Lou, you can finish him.
So I get a +1 bonus to melee damage rolls going forward as well. Just to put it out there. Which it's not much, but I've been forgetting about it.
It's a difficult ask, mate. I'm going to tell you, he's on 29 hit points. Can you do that in a turn?
I'll give it a go.
Do but try.
Always worth a good try. Well, 14 misses, so it's a no.
Yeah.
Have another go. There we go, 27 hits.
27 hits, yeah.
So 7 plus 3, so that's 10.
7? Oh yeah, because it's +1.
+1. Yeah.
10. Yeah,
And then I'll use my bonus action.
go for it.
There we go. 25. So 9 plus 2, so 11. See, if I just got a first hit in, I might have done him.
Oh, it was so close, mate. It was so close. So it's not quite dead. So who? Let me think. Jake, can you do anything?
No.
Hang on, what's the range on the sunlight on the sun sword? Is 15.
15.
So if you moved up below it, and then you can increase the range of the bright light by 5 feet for an action, that'd give you 20 feet of range on the bright light, which would basically kill it on its next turn.
But the Sun Sword's killed a lot of things this game.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I'm gonna full on take over the game for a second. If I was Lewis at this point, I'd be saying, leave him to me.
Oh, I just want to pummel this vampire spawn.
You see, let him. Shall we?
I'm getting Underworld vibes. Do you know that old 2000s movie where it's just vampires versus werewolves?
Okay, back in.
Hang on then. Oh,
yeah,
no, I can't do that.
He's got 8 hit points left, dude.
I was going to try and give you guidance, but it's a touch spell.
Yeah, you can't. So he's going to have his go first. If you guys are leaving it for Barwolf, just to see, because surely Lewis has got to take it down. Has he taken Radiant?
Speaking,
it won't have done.
No.
He took it from me last turn. That's the
Okay.
problem.
So hold up, he heals 10. So then he's going to try and bite, which he's got to beat 20, and he rolls 19. So he doesn't. He's going to try and claw, and he does roll a 20. So he is going to hit you, Lou, before he goes out. It's going to be 5.
Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
He's not going to hit you, Lou, before he goes out.
Let me take any damage off me.
He's only done 5 damage, mate.
I don't care. Okay. I've taken 3 damage, so that's still 2 less. And take 6 off your attack.
Gotcha. It's the principle that counts. Right, your turn. 18. Right. You've got to do 18 damage now.
Come on. 16. Yay.
Yay, that hits.
So 11 plus 4.
Okay, so he's on 4 hit points, mate. Come on.
Oh, shit. Natural 1.
Oh,
come on, bonus action. Come on. Hey, there we go, 20.
Yeah. You can't fail now, can you? No.
4.
Which is exactly what you need to get in.
2. So 6.
Brilliant. Okay, go on then. How does that last one die?
Oh, they're just brawling it out on the thing, biting and slashing, and then you see Barwolf grab his leg and then grab his arm as he's trying to bite. He just rips his vampire spawn into half, basically.
Yeah, just as blood sprays
and as
everyone
he's
underneath.
He's going, oh? Like with the moon in the back.
Awesome. So with the last vampire spawn now down, you can hear to the west there's still fighting. The rest of your militia seems to have been engaged by vampire spawn as Mordenkainen, Van Richten, and Esmeralda fend them off. I was giving you sort of saving throws from last session. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is to make a death saving throw each for a militiaman. So 10 or more, they pass.
To you, or
say again, sorry.
To you on your own, or just to everybody?
To everyone. Yeah, it's not for you, it's for the militiamen. Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, one dead. Yeah, so as you manage to regroup and run to Mordenkainen and the other two, they're just seeing off the rest of the vampire spawn. As the mist ever so slightly clears and rain's still lashing down, and it's almost as if there's now a tunnel leading towards Castle Ravenloft, as the lightning strikes behind it, illuminating the castle itself. So we've got about 15 minutes before we'll call the session.
Does anyone need healing? I think there's a bits and bobs places.
Yeah, I do.
Is
Oh,
it worth
wow, yeah,
taking
you
a
do.
short rest?
Well, it's that, or I can cast. It's Aura of Vitality.
I mean, a short rest would definitely benefit me.
So Aura of Vitality gives me basically 10 amounts of 2d6 healing.
Just because it give me my all of my stuff back.
Take a short rest.
Yeah.
Take a short rest.
I'll tell you what I'll say to you is, as you're for those that have to, as you're licking your wounds, you can take a short rest by all means. But it'll perhaps be Barwolf that sort of reports to you that the whole of the village seems to be deserted. There's no one else about. And with this supernatural thunderstorm and this sort of tunnel effect in the mist leading to Castle Ravenloft, you know what this is all about. There's only one place left in the whole of Barovia for you to now visit. It's time to prepare. It's time to make ready. So I'm saying you can go ahead and have a short rest. You can have a long rest. You've still got 27 of your militia with you, plus the Barovia 3. I'm going to leave it open as to whether Reman returns, and we'll iron that out if Mr. Mill is able to make it for next session. Does anybody else have any business in the rest of the land of Barovia before we take you to Castle Ravenloft?
We don't have time, do we? Yeah, if we had the time, it'd be great to try and summon more allies, but we're out of time, aren't we now?
Is there any scavenging we can do around the town? Any armor, any weapons?
You would, from previous visits, you would be aware of the fact that no, you might be able to scrape up a bottle of wine here or there, but there's no riches. There's anything of value would be in Castle Ravenloft. It always has been. You're fortunate to have found what you've found.
There's not a lot of holy building here, though, like a church or anything, is there?
There was, but it's unless anyone's removed it, still housing a hanging priest.
Is it worth maybe nipping back there and seeing if they've got some holy water in the font?
You did that last time, Jake.
Oh, man.
Yeah, nothing there.
Well, then, no. There is nothing that I...
We've all got stakes, haven't
Long
we?
for.
We've all got.
You prepared yourself an absolute buttload of steaks last time, yeah. So as you're resting, Mordenkainen and Van Richten are having conversation. They discuss with you the shame of the death of Ismark. There is no cure for vampirism. Once you've been turned into a vampire, the only way to be brought back is for your form to be killed as undead, and then for a true resurrection spell to bring you. In fact, I'm not even sure that works. I think it's just a wish spell, which Mordenkainen is capable of performing, but he doesn't have access to his spell book. So you would be aware of the fact that the only way to reverse vampirism is with the use of a wish. Mordenkainen will also go on to tell you that if he did have access to be able to cast a wish spell, it would leave him next to useless in combat anyway for the fight ahead. But the sorry, Jacob.
What happens to it depends what happens to Irina.
Yeah. I mean, so far, because you've for various reasons, anyone who's sided with Strahd, you've eliminated. Almost, especially towards the end of this campaign, you mercilessly eliminated. So Niloren's mum was infected with vampirism, died. Kira, who was Rillik's nearest and dearest, was twisted and broken and turned evil. She was taken out. Anyone that has opposed you or even remotely sided with Strahd, you've removed from the equation, which casts a light on Reman and why he's disappeared, and the pact that he took while you were in the Amber Temple. So there's plenty still to iron out, as well as the wedding of Strahd and Irina to, I assume, to prevent, if you possible.
I think that would be the goal.
Okay. So what we'll do, we'll kind of leave it open. We'll see what happens next time. If Miller turns up, then we'll try and figure out what we're going to do with Reman. If he is coming, when I find out when the next session is, I'll make sure I text him just to see, and then I'll have a little private chat with him just to see what Reman's been up to while he's been away. Failing that, it'll be on to Castle Ravenloft.
In terms of in this time while we're having a short rest, do you reckon there's any possibility that Damian could pick Rictavio / Van Richten's brain about? We obviously know that it's going to be difficult to stop somebody being a vampire once they've become, or turning somebody back. But is there any way of almost stopping them becoming a vampire before it's happened? Other than, is there any magical ways that we can avoid it?
And you can have a long rest, by the way, Jake, as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So to turn someone into a vampire, the necrotic damage you take from a bite needs to reduce you to that's the point. Yeah, when a vampire bites you, your maximum hit point is also reduced by an amount of the necrotic damage taken. If your hit point maximum is reduced to 0, a humanoid slain in this way and then buried in the ground rises the following night as a vampire spawns. So it would take... so in theory, you can stop the slain creature being buried. Or if it is buried, you can dig it up. But it would be difficult to do, depending on the circumstances. But you've always got, I mean, you still have the whole stake thing. I mean, I don't know if it'll come in, but a piercing weapon made of wood driven through the heart paralyzes a vampire. So if you've managed to find a sleeping vampire and you plunge a stake into its heart, it's paralyzed. It can't move.
And that's just until the stake's taken out.
Yeah. I mean, for a spawn, the vampire is destroyed if a piercing weapon made of wood is driven to its heart while it is incapacitated. So for these, if there's a way, I mean, in fairness, with your if you can paralyze them and then drive a stake through its heart, which is kind of an instant kill. The vampire spawn.
Didn't think of
that.
Do we know exactly at which point they go from being a vampire spawn to a fully fledged?
Yeah, it's when they're turned. They're either turned as a spawn or turned as an equal. Of the many things you've learnt about Strahd, is he doesn't consider anybody to be his equal. So he's unlikely. It's the difference between a vampire, a true vampire, and a vampire spawn. The only thing that you've faced so far are a vampire spawn. The only thing that Van Richten and Mordenkainen have ever heard about Strahd is he's never created a true vampire. He's never created anyone equal to himself.
Because that'd be my only worry, that this first one might be Irina. And I guess it's difficult to know as to whether he'll do that before the wedding ceremony or after. Because if it's before, she's already lost.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. Should we call it a night there then, gentlemen? And like I say, we've got sort of two options. I don't know whether we'll start the next session with a sort of bit of role play just to see what Miller's been up to, see if, how we are in that out, or if he can't make it, then it's just, as far as I'm concerned, you arrive at the gates of Castle Ravenloft. In we go.
Could do with them being there though. We need the magic user.
Right, let me turn this off, and we'll pick it up next time.